Algorand is under fire in a massive SEC lawsuit. The SEC just labeled the Algo token as a security in their lawsuit against Bittrex. Is this the end for Algorand? We'll dive into the details of the lawsuit, examine the reasons behind the SEC's decision to label Algorand and the Algo token as a security, and explore what this might mean for Algorand's future. The SEC recently filed a lawsuit against Bittrex, and in this lawsuit they mentioned a few crypto projects as being securities, and one of them happens to be Algorand, alleging that the Algo token was offered and sold as an investment contract. This lawsuit mainly revolves around the Algorand Foundation's token sale in June of 2019, their refund policy, and the promotion and marketing of the Algo token. This all came as a surprise to many, as Gary Gensler has previously spoken highly of Algorand, even stating Algorand is, quote, a great technology. Gary Gensler went from teaching a blockchain course at MIT and touting how great the technology is to shunning the entire industry and driving innovation overseas. But this conversation is for a different video. Let's take a closer look at why the SEC has decided to label Algorand and the Algo token as a security. There are several key factors at play here. First, the SEC argues that purchasers of Algo invested in a common enterprise which satisfies one prong of the oh-so-reliable Howey test. This is primarily due to the way Algo tokens were marketed, with the Algorand Foundation tying the growth of the Algorand blockchain to demand for the Algo token, as well as their commitment to maintaining a price floor for Algo. Second, investors in Algo had a reasonable expectation of profits based on the efforts of others, which is prong number two. The SEC points to public statements made by Algorand Inc. and the Algorand Foundation, which led investors to expect that the value of the Algo token would increase as a result of the efforts made by these entities to grow the protocol. And lastly, the SEC alleges that Algorand and the Algorand Foundation took steps to incentivize third parties to participate in and attract users to the Algo protocol. This includes initiatives like a $10 million incentive for developers to make the Algorand blockchain compatible with Ethereum-based applications, and the creation of Algo Hub, which is a virtual community for Algorand developers. These factors led the SEC to determine that the Algo token meets the criteria of an investment contract and should be treated as a security. So, what does this mean for Algorand and its future? Well, if the SEC's lawsuit is successful, it could have a significant consequence for Algorand and the Algo token. The classification of Algo as a security would likely subject the Algorand Foundation to additional regulations and reporting requirements. Moreover, it could impact the trading and availability of the Algo token on various centralized exchanges, as we might see an XRP-style delisting across all US exchanges. But if you're an Algorand holder, don't worry. Algorand isn't the first and won't be the last crypto project to be lawlessly targeted by Gary Gensler and company. As you're watching this video, there is legislation that is looking to get rid of Gary, and with a potential presidential change in a year and a half, Gary's time at the helm is dwindling. With new leadership in the future and crypto becoming more and more mainstream globally, the US won't have a choice but to walk back on a lot of these frivolous lawsuits that they filed. It's important to note that this is still an ongoing legal battle, and the outcome is yet to be determined, so make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications to keep up to date on this lawsuit and more.